My name is Kelvin Fulbe Bwalia. I was born in a little mining town called Mufulira on the Copper Belt in the Republic of Zambia. Our town was usually vibrant. As I was born just before the end of colonialism, there was a bit of discrimination that was experienced by my parents and those of their peers that lived in Mufulira at the time. I was raised by my late father, Mr. Eric Benson Bwalia, who was married to his lovely wife, my mother, Florence Kasomo Bwalia, also the late now. I grew up in a very close-knit family. I grew up in a very loving family, and we were rooted in love and shared dreams, although we were once in a while hit by hiccups owing to my father's political life. Today, I am a proud father myself. I pursued further studies and began to get interested in writing as I was learning much more about myself. I immersed myself in the legal realm, advocating for justice and defending the rights of countless individuals. In the courtroom, my name resonated among legal stewards. It was a space where words danced and justice prevailed. I also took up mentorship and began to mentor a lot of lawyers who passed through my hands, then having become a senior lawyer myself. I nurtured young lawyers who would go on to forge their own paths in the legal field and practice their law. I dare say some of them today are judges as high as the Court of Appeal. Beyond the courtroom, my faith is the cornerstone of my being. And at the time of my becoming a lawyer, I then decided that I needed to be a game changer for the country, because I had seen enough prosecution, call it persecution sometimes. I realized that we needed, as a nation, to begin to fight for what was right. As a political person, I joined politics full-time when I started supporting the movement for multi-party democracy. Eventually, Zambia reintroduced multi-party politics. As founder and leader of Zambia Must Prosper, I have operated behind the scenes, influencing 3 successive presidential victories. In 2011, I was part of a team that successfully put the Patriotic Front in government with the late Michael Chilufya-Sata as its president. In 2015, after his demise, we had a presidential by-election. I supported the candidature of the former president, Edgar Chagwa Lungu. As per constitution at that time, we then went for another election in 2016. He won those elections. As things stood, I began to change my perception about working with people in politics. I can successfully, therefore, and confidently and proudly so, say that I have managed to put into office 3 successive presidents. 2011, Michael Chilufya-Sata. 2015, Edgar Chagwa Lungu. 2016, Edgar Chagwa Lungu. I believe that we can work together with the many Zambians who believe that change is inevitable and that we have started going on a wrong trajectory, that we must now change course and aim to change the course of Zambia for the better. In Zambia Must Prosper, our firm belief is that when Zambians prosper, Zambia prospers. That we shall ensure comes to fruition. That we must do for the sake of posterity. Politically, my vision is to ensure that Zambians who are less privileged, the widows, the orphans, are lifted up from their suffering, because deep in me is a sense of belief that when Zambians prosper, Zambia prospers. I believe that with the whole of me that we can achieve this, because it is God's will that we must all prosper. Politically, I am the game changer. I am KBF, a name synonymous with legal excellence, a heart for the less fortunate, and a vision for a prosperous Zambia. Trust me, for I stand ready to lead.